All right, it's time for AFEX Commodities Market Update now. And for the week ended 12th December 2022, the AFEX Commodity Market Summary was mostly in the red. For more now, let's have Omotola Akongbe, market data and research analyst, join us from our Abuja studio. Great to have you on the program. Good morning. Can we have a rundown of activities on the exchange?
Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here. And like you said, there was a general decline across most of our key indicators. There was a decline of about 44% in the total turnover, declining from about 6.2 billion naira to close the week at 3.5 billion naira. There was also a decline of about 42% in the total volume of contracts traded, declining from about 90 million contracts to close the week at about 11 million contracts. There was a marginal decline of 0.93% in the number of deals traded, declining from 322 deals to close the week at 319 deals. There was also a decline in the AFEX commodity index by 6.04%, moving from 485 index points to close the week at 455.71 index points. There was a marginal increase of 0.88% in the AFEX export index, moving from about 231 index points to close the week at 233 index points. Across volumes of contract traded for the week, we saw an increase in the volume of maize and sorghum. Across price, it was a mixed performance across prices of commodities. Paddy rice gained 6.72% to close the week at 341.66 naira. Sorghum also gained 3.09% to close at 288.05 naira per kg. Cocoa also increased by 15.67% to close the week at 1,899.99 naira per kg. We also saw an increase of 3.57% in cashew nuts to close the week at 628.57 naira. There was, however, a decline of 5.41% in price of maize to close the week at 236.49 naira per kg. Soybean also declined marginally by 1.2% to close the week at 308.25 naira. Other commodities remain flat. For more information about our commodities or about AFEX, kindly visit our website at africaexchange.com. And to trade commodities, you can download our COMEX app on Play Store and Apple Store.
All right, I guess cocoa was a big mover there, big 15% move. Thank you so much,
Yes,
Omotola Akongbe, market data and research analyst at AFEX. Thank you. All right, let's take the conversation further now. This is that performance of the commodities market has shown incredible resilience and growth, despite the downturns witnessed in the broader investment landscape here in Nigeria. And investors are gearing up to hedge, against inflation in 2023. Let's explore instruments that can, be that great hedge, for 2023. Let's talk to Stephanie Mills now, head market growth at AFEX. Join us right here in the Lagos studio. Great to have you.
Same here, Ladi. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah, so looking at the AFEX 2022 wet season report forecast, we saw a decrease in output owing to, certain limitations that we've seen, in the market. So I'm wondering, how do investors, hedge against these kind of risks, in the market?
Yeah, so generally, the commodities landscape generally works on the principles of demand and supply. And so far, there's been a higher demand than supply. And this, with the continuous increase in population and the decrease in production, owing to several factors like the flood, the increase in the fertilizer due to the Russia-Ukraine war, and even the demand to sell goods in the international market has decreased the volume in the domestic market because a lot of people want to hold the dollar, right? All of these things have affected the prices, and we would continue to see increase in prices in the coming months, right? For investors, what this means is that your disposable income would be buying you less commodities in the market. As a way to hedge, we at AFEX have created innovative products to cater to different investors' appetites, different risk appetites to ensure that you're able to hedge. We have spot contracts, we have the fixed income, and we have our fixed exchange traded commodities. And this basically provides them a way to hedge against not just inflation, but the exchange rate. Right, yeah.
All right. Looking at the, different products you have, let's look at that FETC.
Yeah.
That one. Give us, how does that, really work, in, say now I want to, buy into that kind of product and, how much of a hedge is it?
In simple terms, the FETC, which is the Fair Trade Exchange Traded Commodity, that basically acts as a basket of commodities. The way I like to describe it to anybody who is not familiar with the financial space is small chops or hamper. Right. So this festive period, you would like to buy some things for your loved ones. And instead of buying the 20 or 30 items in that hamper, you buy one hamper, which is priced at 100,000 naira. Ideally, if you were buying the 20 or 30 items in that hamper, you'd pay probably 150,000 naira. That already saves you time in picking up those items and also the pricing. So what we've done at AFEX is to allow investors with medium to low risk to be able to hedge, in the sense that instead of buying one unit of, let's say, cocoa, maize, paddy rice, you're able to buy a basket of commodities which has all of these commodities in it, and you can gain the cumulative value from the returns on that basket. And it's a way to hedge in the sense that all of these commodities are securitized and warehoused in our accredited warehouse in the exchange.
And how do, institutional investors, come into play here with this kind of product?
Yeah, so as a way of impact investing, you're able to help a smallholder farmer who has invested, harvested their products. You're able to hedge against, buy into that and hedge, right? For the retail investor, you're saving yourself some time in watching the price volatility in the market. It's affordable. Right now, it's at 1,000 naira, so the entry barrier has been reduced. For institutional investors, they can buy in bulk and help their own clients to diversify their portfolio. So we've seen how the decline in the equities market has been over time, and people are looking for low-risk investment to hedge. With the coming uncertainties in next year, with the elections coming through, a lot more people are trying to hedge. As of July this year, Nigerians spent 19.64% more than they did last year. And I can tell you for a fact that their disposable income did not increase at that rate. So people are looking for low-risk investments to hedge and find a comfort. And we, on the back of that, have gone a step further and given a 15% minimum guarantee. And so far, we've done this issuance. This is going to be the third issuance. We started in 2020, which was the first one, and we did guarantee a 15%, but the underlying assets outperformed that and returned 68%. And that was due to the COVID period. And ginger was part of the commodities in that basket. And we saw how a lot of people were using ginger to boost their immune system, and that drove prices up. Right. Last year, we returned 30% to investors in the first tranche. We were oversubscribed and had to do a second batch, right? And that ran for 233 days, which was lower than the 270 days of the first batch. And that returned 20%. And if you look at the inflation rate right now, which is currently just slightly above 21%, it's still a good hedge right now and a safe haven for retail and institutional investors.
So is it possible for every, item, within that basket to actually go down?
Yes, it is. But
all of them?
Yes, it is. But it's actively managed by a fund manager who at different times knows when to hold certain commodities over the other during the tenor. Right. And so far, we've been able to outperform the 15% guarantee that we have given to as a comfort to investors in the past 2 years. This year, we're giving that same guarantee, but we're sure that it will outperform that. And last year, we had 3 commodities in that basket. This year, we have 4. We included the paddy rice, and we know how rice is going to be used during this festive period, and we're going to be used in the election. So we are very optimistic about the returns in the coming year.
Oh, so I should keep my eyes on paddy rice.
Yes, you should.
Well, how do investors, key into this asset class? You just go on your phone?
Yeah,
or
so
how does it work?
you could contact us at send an email to us, contact us at afex.com. You can also reach out to our partner brokers, Marble Capital, AfriInvest, Lotus, Cardinal Stone, and the likes. You can also download the platform. We have a digital platform that allows you to trade 247. It's called COMX by AFEX. So that's COMX by AFEX. And you can find that on Play Store and Google Play. And you can download instantly, and you can have a body that can guide you through your investment journey.
Quite interesting. Well,
Yeah.
Outperforming the minimum guarantee sounds good for
Yeah.
Any investor. We're looking out for all of that. Thank you so much. That was Stephanie Mills, the head market growth at AFEX. It was great having you.
Thank you very much, Ladi.
All right, we'll take a moment now.